Hello, I've come here today in the village of Cromford to interview the manager of this very special bookshop, Scarthin Books. It's an incredible place, truly. And I have a feeling this interview is going to be really good as well. So come with me and let's explore the bookshop. Outside we have, nearly tripped over there, 50p books, which is quite good if you're on a budget. So come over here. And it's a mixture of second-hand books and new books. So it's important to look at the price. But we have some quite old books, some reviews. Oh, come with me. I would love to get a new book today if possible. Not sure what I would buy. Wow. What's in here? Whoa. This is so good. I just love looking through these books because, you know, just in case you might find a gem or you might find that book that you've always been looking for. I especially love old books, like poems by Thomas Hardy. Or over there we see some really old books. That's my, best of the best. Oh, wow. Let's keep going up. Oh my goodness. So you see the books are right to the top of the shelves. Oh my goodness. Isn't this incredible, guys? Perfect place to have a podcast, don't you think? What do you think? So how old is the bookshop? How long has it been running?
So it's been open as a bookshop since 1974. So we're celebrating our 52nd year this year. And I've been managing the bookshop for just coming up to 20 years this month.
Wow, that's amazing. And what do you like about working here?
Oh, it's so many things. It's an alternate reality, I have to say. Scarthin Books has always felt like an alternate reality, and it's a joyous place. It really is, because we're not based in a town. I think there's something special about being out of the way, and people that visit Scarthin Books have come especially to come and visit Scarthin Books. You don't generally just wander in to have a look. You've come because you love books. So that gives us something special, I think, and having a cafe as well.
Wow. Guys, if you love books, you have to come here, okay? It's a must. It's a door. It's a bookcase that closes into a door, essentially a secret door. Yeah, I've noticed you have almost like a secret door.
Yes. Yeah.
Which I thought was absolutely incredible. Yeah.
It's a great piece of engineering, isn't it? Isn't it lovely? Yeah.
I was just like, oh my goodness. Yeah. Have you always had that?
Yes. Yeah. Well, in fact, the chap who made it, an older chap, actually visited for the first time in 30 years to come and bring his family to have a look at this piece that he built for the bookshop just a couple of weeks ago, which was really sweet. But I think having the cafe makes us more of what we call a destination bookshop. So you can spend more time, you can, have a browse, you can have a break, have something to eat, have lunch, have a drink, have a slice of cake, and then carry on again. So people do spend a long time. Yeah. And I think because we're spread over sort of 3 floors, 12 rooms, you can get lost in there and just take your time.
And you got like the little, in the kind of, I want to call it the music room, you know, with it's got lots of sheet music and a guitar and a ukulele. I play guitar, so I kind of fell in love with that room and I thought, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Incredible. Can I just say, with the view behind me and with a nice little guitar, I think that it would be just a really relaxing place to just sit. Oh, there's a ukulele as well. Wow, I have to say, guys, I am in awe. I am in awe right now. Literally. Quite literally. I'm speechless. I'm lost for words.
This bit, Mabel.
I love it. I imagine at weekends and in the summertime, this place is quite popular. Toilet. And it's good that they're not just all scattered everywhere, you know. Here's geography, space, ecology, music, biographies. Psychology, psychotherapy. This is kind of what I'm interested in, actually, guys. Okay, let's keep going. Oh, there's a good book behind you, camera operator. Mindfulness. Mindfulness in 8 weeks. Interesting. Okay, let's have a look through that room as well. I can't believe how big this is. What? It's incredible, isn't it?
It's great to have that. And I bet you haven't discovered a room with a piano in it yet, then either, have you?
No.
No.
Where?
We see very often people visit the bookshop and are totally unaware that there's a room that you really have to look for.
Oh, we'll have to find that.
Yeah.
Don't tell us, and we'll.
No, I won't.
But there is a room with a piano. It's not one of those tricks you say to people to make them stay in the bookshop for longer.
I hadn't thought of that, but yeah, no, there is a piano.
Yeah, amazing. Yeah. And what's your story then? Do you live locally?
Yeah, I live in Matlock, but my background was in teaching, and I came here. When I came out of teaching, and I was looking for part-time work, and I started here, and I just fell in love with the place. And then within a year or so, I'd kind of taken over as manager, and it's been the best 20 years. It's amazing. I love it here.
Amazing. Wow. God, I'm a bit jealous. I'm not going to lie.
It is nice. It is nice. It does.
What did you teach?
I taught in SEN, special educational needs, excluded teenagers, which I loved. I absolutely loved.
Yeah. Okay. Challenging but rewarding.
Challenging but rewarding. This, like I said, this kind of alternate reality, and here there's something. The team that we've got, because we're made up with the cafe as well. We're made up of about 19 part-timers. It's quite a big team. But it's a phenomenal team, and that's what makes it, I think, so special at the moment. Wow. It really is the best kind of team I've ever put together, and that reflects, I think, gives the place a real buzz. Goodness. Most definitely.
So where are you from? If you're living in Matlock now?
I'm originally from Birmingham, or Walsall, but I moved to Derbyshire after university in the mid-90s. Right. So I've been based in Derbyshire since.
Quite interesting, because my dad's from Birmingham and also moved to Matlock.
Really? Okay, whereabouts was he from?
In Birmingham. Where was he from?
Do you remember?
Is it Solihull? Not Solihull.
Solihull, yeah. Sutton Coldfield?
Oh, it is Sutton Coldfield. How do you know that?
I don't know, I just had a feeling. People often get the two mixed up.
Oh, it is Sutton Coldfield?
Is it Sutton Coldfield? Oh, no, Sutton Coldfield.
Yeah, Sutton.
Sutton, yeah. Sutton.
Yeah. Oh, that's really funny. Yeah, and obviously we're doing videos about other villages in Derbyshire. Yeah. What's it like to live in Matlock? It's quite a big. Is it a village or a town?
It's a town. Matlock's a town. It's a big town, but I really love Matlock.
Has it got a good community?
Yeah. It's got a really lovely feel to it. It's, there are there are prettier towns, if I can say that, but there's something about Matlock that I love, having the park in the middle of the town, so the town kind of goes around the park. I think that's really lovely. But there are so many lovely villages nearby, whether that be Bakewell, the kind of bigger villages, and Wirksworth over the hill is a really creative little town.
Well, we go to Wirksworth at least once a year for the art.
Yes, for the art, in September.
What's it actually called? Arts in Houses, or what's it called? Something like that?
Yeah, the Wirksworth Arts.
Yeah, absolutely amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, it's wonderful. Really good. It's a real buzz. Yeah, I do like that.
Wow. I'm trying to think if I have any other questions. I feel like I could just talk forever. But I do have an interesting question, which is I have noticed that, so for one, you seem to sell a few new books scattered around the shop and a lot of secondhand books. The other shops that I've been into, where I'm from in Sheffield, they seem to also sell books occasionally through like Vinted and eBay. Yeah. And I just wonder, like, do you do that as well? Do you feel a need to do that? How has that affected?
That's interesting because half of our stock, we're 50-50 almost exactly between new and second-hand stock.
Wow.
And although we've got a very small selection of probably what we'd consider rare or antiquarian or very specialist books online, we almost deliberately avoid selling online because I think what we do best is the bookshop experience. So we want people to come through the door and find our best stock on the shelves, not hidden away or just being sold online. We really try and avoid that where possible. So that's a big part of what we do. It's the over-the-counter sales as opposed to online sales.
Yeah, I really like what you said about it's about the experience, you know, because life is online now. So many people work online and they live their lives online and they don't get to experience these kind of things.
No, and when you're visiting here, if you sat in the cafe or you're wandering about, it's so hard because people will occasionally ask, is there a Wi-Fi, is there a password? There are so many books on shelves, it doesn't matter even if we put boosters everywhere, it really struggled to transmit, but good. You know, come and look at books or sit in the cafe and chat to who you come with. Don't stare at your phone, and that's what you have to do. And it's we are a bit
like a pro analog kind of.
Yeah, it's an analog bookshop. I like that. We have to go with that. But it is. It's it is more the experience, the over the counter experience.
Yeah, because I just wanted to know how like the current climate, let's say, affects your book sales. You know,
well, what's interesting,
like has been, sorry.
Yeah, no. I was going to say, because very often people think that people who are kind of looking at screens, well, they obviously are, and children are kind of addicted to their screens and maybe not reading as much. And I do understand that the national figures are that reading for kids is down, but this is our 52nd year, and the last 3 years have been our strongest in 53 years. It's absolutely phenomenal. And now sales from our children's room are up, and today's been World Book Day. And if you'd have come a bit earlier today, it's been buzzing today. We've had 4 schools visiting the shop, coming in waves with kind of groups of children. And it's been absolutely magical today. The kids have been dressed up, they've been excited. It
sounds amazing.
There is a buzz around reading generally. I think the national picture is that bookshops generally are doing quite well, which...
Yeah, I have seen that physical book sales are up. But weirdly, general like reading overall is down. So to me, that signals this desire, this need for things you can touch again, like a physical book. And you know, I don't think it's necessarily good that you can do everything on your phone, or you know, like.
No. It is nice to have something you can put your screen down and pick something else up.
Yeah, a book or like a film camera or like like, you know, that's just my experience. But I grew up, you know, when the internet was kind of first coming about and these massive home PCs, and so I think I was lucky in that way, and I knew that like going outside, meeting friends. Reading physical books was important, I don't know. And I think that maybe nowadays people have that desire again.
Yeah, I think so. I think so. Yeah. Can I ask you a question then?
Absolutely.
So are you
Ask
a
me.
reader? What do you read?
I do read. So firstly, I am dyslexic quite heavily.
Yeah.
So reading was always a challenge for me. And I remember being young, but not that young, but my dad having to help me read. And I remember feeling embarrassed about it. But I love books. I prefer non-fiction.
Yeah.
So I kind of grew up reading like Malcolm Gladwell and kind of pop psychology, pop sociology. But I've recently purchased a lot of Stephen King books. I just love the way he writes. It's not overly complicated, but it draws you in instantly.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And I read his book on writing as well, which I thought was wow, like a master. And also I learned how he kind of got to where he was. You know, like he would write stories, send them to all the magazines, and get rejection after rejection. Put it on the wall with a pin. And then it got heavier and heavier and had to put a spike on it. But it was just a rejection. It didn't mean anything to him. He didn't make it personal. And eventually his book, Carrie, that obviously became the bestseller, it was his wife that took it out of the bin to show it to him and say, oh, you should keep going with this.
Is that right? I didn't know that. That's great. Yeah.
So I think he's quite a big inspiration to me. Actually, I am a writer. I did write a book, but not in that sense. But not if like non-fiction. But yeah, what other stories do I like? I like a few Japanese authors, not just Haruki Murakami, but there are some other.
Nana Yoshimoto is an amazing writer. She's fabulous.
Which?
She wrote Kitchen, Moshi Moshi, another one of her really big books. She's fantastic.
Okay, Kitchen.
Kitchen
And Moshi Moshi.
Moshi Moshi. Yeah, they're two of my favourites of hers.
Okay, I might. Do you have those books here?
We will do, downstairs. Yeah.
All right.
I'll show you some of those.
I'll get a copy. Yeah. I find that Japanese writers. I mean, we read the very simple story. What was it? The Convenience Store.
Oh yeah. That's a fabulous book. Yeah.
Really simple book, but it's like simple as in like the wording, the words that are used, but the story was very deep and human, relatable, and it kind of moved me in a way, you know. And then later to find out she worked in a convenience store for the majority of her adult life, I thought was interesting. But yeah, so because of my difficulty with reading, sometimes I would listen and read at the same time.
Yeah, so you've done audiobooks then?
Yeah, so I'm always on audiobooks anyway. But physical books, I have to be very intentional. I have to calm down my mind, have a seat. I have a leather chair where I sit and read. So I need a place where I know that's where I'm going to read.
That sounds great. That sounds. I like part of the ritual of being involved in that. Sounds really lovely.
Yeah, but what was I going to say? I have the awful tendency of just buying another book when I haven't finished one. So I might have 6 books on the go.
I can't remember the Japanese term for that, but there is a Japanese word.
Oh, really?
It escapes me completely. But I love that concept anyway. I think that's great.
But, you know, you are the manager of the bookshop. What types of books do you like?
Oh, also, fiction. I'm a big fiction reader, more fiction than non-fiction, I would say.
Okay, like the classics or modern?
Yeah, classics. Rebecca du Maurier's Rebecca is one of my favourite books, but Murakami. I'm a big reader of Japanese fiction. I love Murakami and Banana Yoshimoto and others. All sorts, Benjamin Myers, a few.
That kind of, what is it called, magical realism?
Yes, so Murakami often falls in that kind of category.
Because sometimes it's hard to like, I feel like you just have to go with the flow.
Yes,
And just like, okay, that is what's happening.
Yeah.
Like, just go with the flow.
Yes.
But I also love his short stories. Yes. Like the second bakery attack from the elephant something. There's the book.
The Elephant Vanishes.
The Elephant Vanishes. I think the second bakery attack's in that.
I can't remember the story. I'm sure I would have.
Such a fantastic story. Yeah. And for some of my students watching, we will do that in class. Because I always encourage my students to join book clubs wherever they are in the world. So I noticed on the stairs that there was some kind of like competition during lockdown.
Yes,
Can you talk to me about that a little bit?
Yeah. So when obviously during lockdown the shop was closed for physical visitors. So my wife and I, because my wife's assistant manager, and the two of us worked from home, taking phone calls and online orders. So it was a very quiet period. So the rest of the staff were put on lockdown, on
Furlough.
Furlough, that's it. That's so long ago now. So while we were working, we wanted to keep engaged with kind of regular customers, and we just suddenly thought of the idea of running a bit of a competition and asking people to send in, whether it be a drawing or a painting or of the bookshop, or representing what the bookshop meant to them. It could be abstract. We expected a trickle of entries and to be some bit of fun, but we had hundreds of entries. Of the quality was phenomenal. Absolutely, it blew us away, and it was such good fun. So in the end we had to have to kind of do a short list, and then we ended up producing a book of the shortlisted artists, and then printing and framing a selection, and then with the winner of the adults and the children's, they had a prize, and then we put postcard editions of the prints as well. It was phenomenal. It was such a big success, and then we've got a display in the bookshop, as you say, on the walls there of the.
And the people who sent them in, are they all from the local area, from Derbyshire, or from all over?
A few were from all over. We had a couple from overseas who had visited the shop and wanted to kind of send in, but the vast majority, I would say, were probably regular customers from around the kind of county and local, joining counties. And yeah, it was absolutely brilliant. We loved it.
What a great idea, and like what a lovely way to bring people together during like a difficult time. And it makes me feel like the bookshop itself is, a pillar of the community.
There are a lot of community kind of groups that meet here and the likes, but also there are so many regulars that have been coming for years and years and years, including customers that are still visiting on a regular basis that came in 1974 when we opened. So it's incredibly humbling when you think how much it means to so many people, the bookshop. And every week there are certain days where certain people arrive, grandparents who look after their grandkids, or people that come after work or before work or lunchtime, but they just come on a regular time, on a regular day each week. And you just they become like your mates. It's like friends. They know you, you know them, and it's that's really magical. I love that. I love that.
Wow, that does sound amazing. Yeah, I would say I'm really interested in like community. And bringing people together, and physical places like this, where it's not like a pub, for example. It's really lovely. Yeah, I love it. And what I love is the idea of walking around here and thinking about, what if I find that book? What if I find a gem? Or the book that I really want, or something. You get that feeling.
You do, and as the person that deals with the second-hand, so my wife buys all of the new stock and I deal with the second-hand and antiquarian. With the second-hand, you never know what's coming through the door on any given day. And I can average sort of 10 to 15 calls a day with people offering books. So I don't have to go looking for books or sourcing.
I was going to ask you about that.
I have to cherry pick through what's being offered, so we can select some great books. Yeah. So we tend to have something on almost everything. My other passion other than fiction is for art and photography books, photography in particular I collect.
You do have this creative aura.
Thank you very much. So this is my favourite room, and we've got this huge second-hand photography section behind me in that corner there, and new photography. So although we tend to say that we don't specialise in anything, we try and cover all bases for everybody, we are getting kind of known as well for having a good art and photography section, which is great, which is incredible, really.
I do like how everywhere, every room, it's all labelled. So it's not like you have to rummage around the entire shop. You do know that, here is art and art history, I think that's really good. You just mentioned photography, so I'm quite interested. Do you have a favourite photographer Or what? First of all, what type of photography are you into?
Oh, it's got to be kind of portraiture or street photography. It's got to have people in it. If there's not a person in it, I'm not interested in looking at. I don't take a photograph unless there's a person in it either. It's as much as I love nature and scenery, it doesn't hold any interest without a person. So it could be anything. I mean, Vivian Mayer's an incredible story. I don't know if you've heard about. Yeah, the one whose photos were discovered just before she died, and in a locket, incredible. Cartier-Bresson, like a lot of the classics. Saul Leiter, I absolutely love Saul Leiter, and so many brilliant photographers, and some contemporary ones that a lot of people don't know. Like, I love Francesca Woodman as well. As one another favourite. There's a photographer called Christmas Klausch. She's an absolutely phenomenal Canadian photographer.
I'll have to look her up.
Incredible.
But what is it that you like about photography then?
I don't know. I've done since I was a kid. Bought a camera when I was about 14.
What camera was it?
It was the original Olympus Trip.
Okay.
I don't know if you can remember those. Compact camera. It's beautiful. Little film camera.
Yeah.
Really beautiful. And I loved it. I had that for years and years and years.
Yeah. It's easy to get obsessed with, because I always wanted like a, of course, a Leica M4 or something. And you think you're going to suddenly start taking amazing photos, and it's just not the case. But they do have that nice size to them. But I think other cameras like Fujifilm have.
I use Fujifilm.
Yeah. Do you use the recipes then?
Okay, yeah. Occasionally, I tend to just keep it stuck in monochrome. Yeah. But yeah, occasionally.
Oh, that's really interesting. Yeah. So we end with two questions. The first question is, what is your idea of success? So, what is a successful life to you?
Okay. That's a great question. I've got a 9-year-old son and a 25-year-old daughter. But talking to my 9-year-old son just a matter of days ago about almost that exact same question, which is fantastic. We're talking in the car. In fact, we've been covering it over several journeys to and from school. So that's such a great question. Wow. So we're talking about the importance of how you feel when you get up in the morning. Are you actually looking forward to your day? This is what kind of started the conversation where we're talking about, because he asked me why I love. First of all, he asked me, why does when the sun's out, why does it make people feel happier? Which I thought was a great question. And why do I always look so happy when I'm going to work? Which I thought was a lovely, lovely question.
That's such a lovely question.
I know. Well, and I said, well, with the whole kind of sunshine thing, I thought was interesting, because I was trying to explain to him about how people can be affected by seasonally affective disorder. Probably going off tangent a bit from your question. But also, because I love dark and I like rain as well, so I like both, so that wasn't a thing. But we're talking about, it's about appreciating all the little things. And because his sister's older and I've seen her grow up and I know how quickly that childhood thing goes, I think I've learned to appreciate so many tiny little things that I wouldn't have done 20 years ago. I'm approaching 60. Years ago, I wouldn't have appreciated a lot of the little tiny things that I do now, and having Gabriel and watching him go through school and being excited to go and chat to his mates and all those tiny little things. And how, like I've said before about the buzz we're getting here, and just how lucky I feel to be healthy. All these little things don't last forever. Happy, lovely family. You have hard times and then you have good times, but just when you're in a place where things are going really nice, it doesn't have to be wonderful, but just where you can appreciate little things, just makes me absolutely burst. And to come here and to see people in wonder at, books and kids being excited, it's just, so to me, that feels like success for me. There's going to be periods where things are bloody awful again. Everybody in life has to go through that. I know it's all pop psychology kind of stuff I'm saying, but you know what I mean? Success. I was trying to get across to him, success is going to come in, it'll feel like success for him in waves throughout his life. And there are times where he'll have to cope with things that maybe don't feel like success or happiness, however you want to frame it or call it. But we're having a great fun. It was such a great chat. And then you've just asked me almost the same question, which is quite funny. So, yeah, I would say success to me is feeling content and happy with where you are at any given time. That feels like success.
And appreciating the small things.
Really appreciating the small things and people. I'm an introvert. I'm not a people person. I don't generally talk very much to people outside of the bookshop. Very introverted. I'm not. We haven't got, my wife and I are very kind of insular, and we don't go out much. But when I'm in the bookshop, and you've found your kind of tribe, as it were, I suppose, of people you can communicate with. I love talking to people in here. I love talking about books. I love getting excited about photography and art. And this is great because you're making me feel really relaxed. It doesn't feel like an interview. It's you're just interested in books and the shop, which is lovely. And I'd really come out. I love being in here and I love talking to people. So it's that, and that feels like success to me. I've got lots of interesting people to talk to.
Sounds to me like you really found yourself to be in the perfect place, the right place in life. Yeah. Wow, you're really kind of fortunate in that sense.
Yes.
And
I like that, like I said, with the team that we've got, the kind of 19 people, that it's nice knowing that they can all feel like that as well, that they can feel like, they come to work and they're excited to get here, and they're having the same thing that I'm having. That's nice. I like that.
Well, let me know when we have any, spaces open for part-time positions open.
Yeah, you won't believe how many. It's so funny how many people. Yeah, how many people drop CVs in or emails. It's incredible, which is nice. People never leave Scarlet Books.
Well, thank you so much again for this interview.
It's been really nice.
And it's been really interesting. And unexpected.
Don't ever let me see it. That's the only thing I ask. I don't do.